Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we are taking a look at by Bram Bos. It's simple, it's cool, it's effective. It's an audio sampler with an MPE control, and we're going to do it all right about now. Good morning, good afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. Oh, good evening, because it may be the evening wherever you are. I don't know. I can't keep up with it all. Time keeps changing. I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Hello to all our Wart Warriors. You can become a Wart Warrior by doing the link in the thing and the join button below. It's $1 a month. And stuff happens. Magical stuff happens. When you hit the join button, you'll hear this sound. It's like magic. And it helps the channel and stuff. It's a massive day today. It really is a big day today. So, yeah. I've got 2 streams happening. We've got 1 stream now. And in 3 hours' time from now, I will be doing something we've never done before here on the channel. Well, I did it once before, but it got me a community guideline strike. So we're going to do it a little bit differently today and not show any of the things and stuff. But today, Apple have their scary, fast October event for 2023. And here it is, waiting in the wings. 2 hours' time, it says here. It's actually 3 hours. Kicks off at 3 hours from now. And we're going to be doing something a little bit different that I haven't done, as I said. We're going to be having a little bit of a watch-along where you'll be able to watch it on your screen. But if you'd like to have me and this little guy here, Peter Johns, we'll be doing a little watch-along. And we'll be talking about it as it happens live. You get live reactions from us. You get all the disappointment, all the joy, all the mild meh. We'll take the piss out of what they're wearing. It'll be if I'm involved, trust me, I'll be taking the piss out of it, because Apple's events are a little bit, they're a little bit stuffy. Let's say that. So yeah. So what's happening today? We got this show here. Then when I finish, there'll be a bit of a little hour break. Pete will do his GarageBand weekly show, and then he will dump you all over to this. And me and Pete will be sitting there, and you'll see our 2 ugly heads, and you can watch along the event, and we'll give you running commentary. I guess I'm officially a React channel now. Awesome. I love trying new things. I hope it's going to work. But last time I did it, I didn't even think, and I just showed the whole event, and they took down the video. Boom. Hello, Alex Backus and Greg O'Sullivan. Jim Shannon. Oh, what's going on here?
Dark Lord.
DOA. Hugh, what's happening? Joe, Glenn, and Barry's probably not too far away. If you look at the pinned comment at the top of the chat, today's featured artist is Joe and Barry Glenn, and I'm premiering one of their brand new tracks. They got 2 tracks coming out. I mastered them on the weekend. Very exciting stuff. So we shall have some new Joe and Barry Glenn at the end of the show. There he is, Peter Johns right there. Peter Johns right there. And I'll tell you what you won't get on the watch-along today.
It's full of fucking swearing.
Exactly, that's what you won't get. See, I got away with it. I did it quickly. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell Pete I did that. Hello, Leela. Leela just had a fantastic show. She always does on the Rise of Dark Leela channel. As always, is Dr. Zordas here? I would have seen him. If I missed him, I would see Dr. Zords. Hi, Sunshine. Sunshine's listening in the background. Jim, I think you said hello. Cold Acre, what's happening? Cold Acre. I only just saw your message you sent me with your new monitors. Nice monitors. I've been a bit behind with the old Messenger lately. Things are very busy. Who else have I missed saying hello to? I think I got you all. I think I got most of you. Yeah, I think I have. I think I can. Are you ready for the watch along, Pete? I've got it all set up so like I can hear what's happening on the watch along, and nobody else can hear the audio, and only I can. I'll be taking screenshots to put them up on the screen. Hopefully it's going to work. It's going to be chaos. I love this shit. I love flying by the seat of my pants on the intranet. Yeah. It's always good fun. All right, so we got a really cool app to look at today by Bram Bos. Bram Bos makes sick apps. They are just top tier. And this is an MPE audio sampler, what we're looking at today. And boy, is this easy to use and just super simple. Well, let me tell you what's happening on the rest of the week too. Now, things might change tomorrow. Apparently, I was doing this. Showing you me filming my drums for this music video with an overhead camera. But just hear me out. Hear me out a second. This may get pushed back a bit because there's been some apps released, so it may be Friday this. So I just have to decide and move a few things around. But yes, I am going to show you. I'm going to have an overhead camera over my drum kit, and we're going to film it with a green screen on the floor. So the floor will move under. So in the finished video, there will be a moving floor underneath while there's an overhead spinning cam shot of the drummer playing drums. And I'm going to do it live for you and show how I set it all up in my studio, how I set the cameras up. And so I'm doing one more video for you, showing the behind the scenes on how to make a pretty sick music video, yeah? So I said I wasn't going to do any more of these, but I'll do one more because I love you all. Yeah, I love you all. All right, what else is happening? So I can't tell you what apps, the other two apps we're looking at this week, but what I can tell you is this week we're kicking off a new interview series here. So I've been doing these interviews for 3.5 years, and I've interviewed nearly 125 people, and I kind of got to thinking, what about if we went back in time and brought some of the old people who we interviewed to see what they're doing now? So we're kicking off this week the Creator Interview Rewind #1, sponsored by DistroKid. And guess who our first guest is? It's Ronnie Ward. It's rockin' Ronnie Ward. He's coming on, and we're going to find out because it was 3 years ago I interviewed this guy. So much has changed. So we'll probably do one of these maybe once a month, a little Creator Rewind, and bring somebody back from the past to see what's changed, what new music they've done since then. How have they immatured in Ron's case? So there you go. That's what's happening here on the channel. But I'm not sure exactly tomorrow what's going on the next day. I have ideas, but we'll get there. It'll be a surprise for you. Also, before I jump in and take a look at the beat community, today, after my show with Pete, I'm off to meet Manny from the Lily Pillies. I'm going to go have a coffee with Mr. Lily Pillies. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I've got some poison here. I'm going to put in his coffee. It's going to be a really good time for me. Probably not for Manny. But no, I am meeting up with Manny. He's traveling to Melbourne, and we're going to meet up. We're going to talk about some music, and we're going to talk about all of you. Anyway, let's go. Let's take a look over here at the Beat Community. At thebeatcommunity.com is your one-stop shop to get updates on discounts for desktop software, samples, expansions, iOS software, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty easy to find. And there's a whole bunch of sales. Dagger synth by Beep Street's on sale. Chronica by Iceworks. We've got Dmitry Pavlov's apps are on sale. You'll see a bunch of these in a second. Mila 3 and 4 are on sale for a very limited time. Kai Aris apps. So there's lots of sales on. Let's take a look over here. As you can see, Chronica down from $9.99 to $7.99. We've got all Kai Aris's apps here. All down here. They're all got a little bit of a saving. And man, Pure Acid's on sale, half price. Wicked app. Definitely worth your time. Hello, Chad Freeman. So Mila's on sale, $10 off. Heaps of cool sales going on. And remember, Cubasis is still on sale, $20 off. Yeah. Hello, Audible Video, you bitch. Never called you a bitch before. What we are looking at today is Salome or Salome, whatever you like to call it. Salome, Salome. But it's by Bram Bos and it's wicked. It's only $6.99. And what you get for that $6.99 is pretty decent. Not only do you get the iOS iPhone version and the iPad version, but let me take you over here to my Mac. Look at this. You get the Mac version as well, and it works lovely. And apparently this works not only on Macs with M1 and M2, apparently this works on older Macs too. So if I hit the latch button here, I've got to choose a preset, don't I? Let's hit a preset here, and you can see it works. Hey. So there it is running on my Mac. Sweet. So yeah, for $7, you get to use it cross-platform, all in one purchase. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bum, bam, boo. Done. Let's jump over, and because I did kind of make something, and we're going to play that for you, and then we're going to go into the ins and outs of how it all works. Trust me, it's super easy to use. Hi, Michael Songs. G'day, my friend. Let's do it. So let me just open up AUM, which is what we're working in today. And before I jump in, you can see we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versions of Salome running. And up here, we've got 2 of them running as instruments, and these ones are all running as effects. Right, you can see we've got some other instruments up here because you can record anything you want into this. So I'm going to shut up. I'm going to make some noise, and then I'm going to explain how it all works. Let's do that right now. All right, let's take a look at what this thing does, because it is a sampler after all, but it's a bit more than a sampler because it's kind of a keyboard as well, and pretty much a soundscape machine. So you can create some really incredible soundscapes with it. So we're going to clear this out of here and show you how it works. So you can actually load it in two ways. So we're here in AUM today. So if you're using Logic or GarageBand, you can load it as an effect where you can record things into it so you could play an instrument. So I'll show you. Or you can load it as an instrument. We'll load it as an instrument first. Do a search for it. Oops, that's the wrong one. The wrong one. So here it is as an instrument, and we'll run through all the where everything is first, and then we'll break it down and do some other things with it. Okay, so as I said, it is a sampler. You get a whole bunch of presets. We'll start with the presets. So when you click on presets, you've got all these factory presets. Anything you save with the little save button over here will go into your user presets bank, unless you create a new bank and call it something else, like Jade's stuff. So now I've got another bank bank that I can save my projects in. But normally, most things, if you don't have another bank, it'll just default anything you save or input and then save will go to your user presets. You can share your presets that you make, anything you make. You can export all your presets all at once and then send them to somebody else. So really nice off the bat. You got a bunch of factory stuff in here. So these are, there you go. So nice little selection of things. We'll load one of them up. All you got to do is touch it. Once it's highlighted, then you click off. And here is your little sample in here, ready to go. You can edit it by dragging out these little sections, make it a little bit longer if you want, or you can like tighten it up. So this will be the sound that's in the middle, and then you can play on a keyboard. So let's attach a keyboard. So we want a MIDI input. I've got a keyboard here. So there's two ways you can play it. You can use, oh, did I do that? I forgot to turn on the light. I knew I did. I forgot something today. Give me a second, guys. That's really unprofessional. There we go. Put some light on the situation. There you go. So there's the overhead cam. So now, if I press a key, so this is polyphonic. You can play chords. Easy peasy. All you got to do is have a sample in here, and it's a keyboard. Good stuff. Let's get off this screen because you've got an on-screen keyboard as well. And this is where the MPE magic comes in, yeah? So with an MPE, not only can you just touch a key, like I'm touching there, but you get the ability with MPE. Let me show you something. Oops, we'll do this. Right screen, get it together. When you drag up, you can add things like volume, LFO, or tremolo to the sound. So if I add a tremolo, but not only does MPE work off the Y-axis of dragging your finger up, but it also works off the X-axis. So if I drag up, so this is a software MPE keyboard, but if you have an actual physical MPE keyboard, which they allow you to do that kind of stuff, to drag your finger left and right across the XY axis, that should work as well too. Pretty cool stuff. Hi, Pookie. Good to see you, Pookie. The other thing that makes this app really interesting is the latch button. So you've got this latch button on either side over here. And when you click it, both of them come on. And what this does is this really gives you the power to create some soundscapes, some drones. So we've got a low C, or we've got a C here. And if I drag up, and then let go, that's going to continue to play. So then I can start building things. But you're not just, here's the beautiful bit, you're not just like left with this octave of the keyboard. With the arrows on the side, you can go up an octave and then add, or I could go completely down to the low octave. So as you can see, you can really start building some interesting soundscapes. And I can change the actual waveform. I can actually tune this as well. So over here to the right is a tune button. So I can leave this soundscape playing and then start playing a melody. Really cool stuff. Also in the tuner, hi Zach and Andy, you can coarsely tune and go up a full octave or down a full octave. And you've got to fine tune in sense. Double tap anywhere on here and it reverts back to 0. Okay, so that's the bottom half. Let's turn off that latch. And we'll grab another preset. Let's grab, I don't know, what's Dawn? So if you've got a keyboard connected, also you could use a combination of both. So get a real low octave here, and then on your touch screen, start getting a little bit inventive, if you know what I mean. Let's come back over here. Okay, so there's a few ways you can control these samples. Hi, Trimmer Bear. You have a loop. So you've got these options up the top here. This is set to loop. So if I hold it down, this whole sample here is just going to continue to loop all the way around. It's going to keep playing back and forward. Or I have under here a start and loop. So every time I press a key, it goes back to the start of the loop, yeah? We've got a one shot. Great for if you're using drums. We've got this little run free option here. And we've got a reverse. Which doesn't really work for this one. See if we can find one that it kind of shows the, what's this, expressive marimba. So now we're in reverse. Hi, Ellie. What is going on, beautiful? And you can see when I change to one shot, when I hit the key, as soon as I let go of the key, it stops because that's a one-shot sample. Then we got a loop. And as I said, start and loop. Down below here, we have a level. So an overall level. And we have a crossfade. So you can crossfade between your sounds. Yeah? All right, let's jump over to the output section here where we have a chorus. We'll pick another sound randomly. So these are built-in sounds that are here. And what you get over here is you get an output volume. So this controls how loud it's coming out to you guys, to yourself, to your door, whatever. You also have an ambience. Let's hear what happens when we turn this up. It's pretty much a bit of a widened reverb happening there. And we have a chorus just up here. Bit of ambience in there. All right, it's that time of the moment, folks. Halfway through the show, where every day I let you know that this show is, like most stuff on YouTube, sponsored by advertising. That's how YouTube's business model runs. So at half an hour into each show, I run an ad. If you'd like to avoid the ad, you can go ahead and subscribe to YouTube Premium at whatever the cost is in your country. But right now we're going to run the ad. You may or may not have got an ad, but you can skip it and we will wait for people to get back. That is the reason we do the ad and let you know so you don't miss any of the action, because I know it was pissing people off. Hopefully everybody's come back. Hello, welcome back. If you got an ad, if you didn't, lucky you. Okay, so we have an envelope here as well for this. So here is our envelope, usual stuff, attack, release. We can pull that release back. We can give it lots of release. And as you can see, I'm just touching it. And we get a nice big extended release there. We can add some attack to it and turn it into a real pad. So you can hear with, if you're not sure how attack and release works, what the envelope actually is. So if you turn up the attack, it means when you hold down a key, it takes longer for the sound to start. Watch this. So if I turn down the attack all the way, so this attack all the way, and hit a key, it plays straight away. But if I turn up the attack and then hit a key, it takes a longer time to start playing. And it's what we call a pad sound. So now you know what an envelope is. Give it a bit more release. We've also got a filter modulation here. Okay. Now here is our filter. So we've got a lot of things we can play with it with our filter. We've got a low pass, variations of low pass filters, high pass filter. So you can hear when we got this high pass filter on, it's a much higher sound up in that high hertz. But then if we pull the cutoff down, that bass comes back into it. So this is what a high pass filter is. We've got a low pass filter, and it's the opposite for a low pass filter, right? Also got a notch, low pass, we've got a bypass, whole bunch of different filters in here to F around with, and you can actually automate this cutoff. Here also there's an LFO. Let me show you the LFO. I'm going to turn up the LFO and give it some depth and a bit of rate. We'll choose a different sound actually, something that's more of a, this one, here we go. So you can hear that wobbling going on. That is the LFO. You can give it less wobble or more, and you've got different shapes. We've got a sample and hold. We've got a down, a triangle, we've got a square, and a sine. And we have a resonance here for our cutoff for our filter. So if I latch this now, we've got our latch selected. And away it goes. All right, so these last two options over here are the Y-axis and the X-axis. So that is for when you're using the on-screen keyboard and you're going up and down. Right, so what you can do, let's clear this sound out a little bit, come back to normal sound. Choose a different preset. Here we go, that one's nice. So you have the option with the Y velocity, which is the up and down. When you're dragging your finger up and down, you can add volume to it. So you can see volume is turned up here. So when I drag my finger up, it gets louder. You can also turn up the LFO. So the LFO will control this LFO. Plus you have a tremolo down the bottom. So when I drag up now, pretty neat. We'll turn down the LFO and tremolo. Let's focus on the X-axis, so going left or right, and the options are pitch bend, a filter cutoff, which is this cutoff knob here, and some panning. So listen when I drag up and then go left. So the pitch drops. You can pan it. So you should be able to hear it start panning. Pretty neat stuff. This is just wicked for making soundscapes. So there you go. That's all the basic controls. You've got a panic button over here in case something gets locked. Your panic button, you click it and it just cuts all the sound. Nice to have one of those. I hate it when the apps don't have a panic button. As I said, if you want to save something quickly, you've got a quick save so you don't have to open the preset section. Just hit the little quick save and we're good. that's pretty much it there. All right, let's show you the ways to use samples. So as I've shown you, you've got a bunch of presets in here. Nice to play with. That's what you get. But you can record anything you like. So you've got a little input gain here. And as you can see, there's a little red button. So red button fever. So this is obviously to record things in. You can record your own samples. And with the little wave button here, I can click it and I can import a sample from anywhere on my iPad. Happy days. Let's bounce over to my Rocket Pro hard drive. See if we can find a sample to import. Just give me a second. We've got some Ghost Hack samples here. We've got, what have we got? We've got some beds, ambient beds, a dry one. We'll just grab one randomly. And there's our sample. So now, and I can trim this to whatever I want, maybe just this little bit here. And again, from this, what's really good is one sample you can turn into a bit of an orchestra. So as I showed you with these arrows here, you can tell which part of the keyboard you're at by these little dots down here. So you've got 4 down here. And when we move left and right, this goes up an octave of the keyboard. So I can start by hitting the latch, doing a note, start building up a soundscape with this sample, go up an octave, bring in my next, go up an octave, go up another octave, and we've got a nice chord across 4 octaves. Really sick. And then, once you've got that set up, open a brand new channel and bring in something else. This time, we'll turn that down. What we'll do now is I'm going to load this as an effect because you can load it as an effect. So the same app, but in the effect slot instead of the instrument slot. And now, for example, I could grab a microphone if I had my shit together. There it is. There you are. Let me just quickly plug in this microphone. And yeah, it's only $7. It's an absolute bargain. So I can now grab a mic. Let me turn down. Hello, hello, hello. Cool. We've got a little mic here. And I can record my voice in here. Let's do that. We can give it a bit of input. There we go. A little bit of input there. And hit the little record button. Oh. And there's my sample. Let's add my keyboard back. Add a bit of chorus to this. Nice. And you can play it in the effects slot. So if you attach a keyboard, you don't have to actually load it as an effect. You can keep this plugged in. I can keep my mic plugged in at the same time. So you can still hear me over here. And I can play notes. Let's add some more effects to this and make it a bit crazier, like El Tether. So a bit of a reverb. Ooh. Check this out. Live performance with the keyboard. Pretty neat, huh? And if we bring in this again, wicked. All right, let's show you another way you can do things, because not only can you just import a sample, record some vocals or anything like that, we can load this track here as a effect as well. Salome, however you want to call it. And I can put in any synthesizer I want. So, for example, hang on, let's kill this. I've got a better idea. Let's kill this. We'll create a track, an audio track, an audio track, an audio track. We'll create 4 audio tracks. And in the last one, I'm going to put Salome. And in here, I'm just going to pick some random synths, right? So let's pick like Factory. Load that up. And in here, we'll pick FRMS. And in this one, we'll put, what do we put in here? I'm going to put in Cinematics. And in Cinematics, we'll pick like we'll give them all. Now, what I need to do is all of these, I need to connect a keyboard to them so I can play, or I can just use the onboard, but I'm going to use the keyboard for this particular demonstration. So now all of these have a keyboard attached to them. And what I'm going to do here is take these down the bottom. This is the output. And I'm going to send all of these to a mix bus, to mix bus A, mix bus A, mix bus A. Oops. And here at the top, we're going to make this mix bus A. So now all 3 of these sounds will go into this track. And in here, we're going to put a Salome, and we're going to record. Right, so when I hit a key now, we're getting, and this one, and this one. We'll maybe add some, what do we add to this? Like a morphing choir or some kind of thing? Choir? Do we got a morphing choir? Evolving choir? There we go. Empire choir? There we go. So that is playing 3 of these. And now we can head over here and hit record. And there's our sample. Good shit. And we don't need these tracks anymore. We can go and delete these. We don't need them anymore. We can kill this. We can remove. Because we've made a brand new sample. And here it is. We'll connect a keyboard to it. Like so. Got our on-screen keyboard and let's hit latch. So, of course, not only can you use apps to build up, like you could put in, you have 20 apps and put them all in together and, turn that into a huge symphony. You could do it with so many things. As I've shown you, you can import samples, super easy, drums, whatever you like, you can import. We'll do one more. Let's just import see if we can import a kick, maybe. So we'll do, how much time we've got? 10 minutes. So we'll find a kick to import, maybe. So we hit the little wave button here. Oh, what happened? There we go. So I'm going to run down here to my Rocket Pro. This is my external hard drive. We'll find some drums, maybe some Mobile Music Pro drums, samples. Got his Kick It pack here. Some drum kits. We'll do this one. Let's find a kick. We got a bell. We got a. Where's the kick? Kick. Let's go to list so I can see things properly. Kick. Boom. Wicked. Let's attach a keyboard to this. Yeah. So we're going to have to get a one shot happening. Give it some ambience. There we go. You get the picture, yeah? Pretty wicked. So not a lot to it. It's not a difficult app to wrap your head around, but there's a lot of power in here to be had, absolutely. So easy to save your samples once you're in here. We've done this, added this drum sample. Let's do it with this one. Right, so we made this sample over here. I can go to my presets, select Jade stuff, save preset. We'll call it, and it creates its own names as well. So we'll call this mixed drinks. Get it? Because it's like a whole bunch of different sounds. God, I'm not funny. And so there it is. There's mixed drinks. I can bring that anytime, delete it, delete the bank, send it to you. You can play around with it. Happy days. That is the app for today. It is $6.99. It's wicked. Did I miss some action in the chat? Let me come back over here, guys. Let me see. Ali Strong sent me a super chat. Thank you very much, Ali. I missed it. There it is. Let me put it up here. Slap bam. Thank you, ma'am. And became a Wart Warrior as well. I didn't know. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had little effects that I can bring up for those as well. The key about this app is not that you can or can't do something with us, but that the app is super fast and capable. Yeah, that is it. You can see how fast it was for me to make something. Plus, think outside the box too. If you've got an external synthesizer, something like this little thing here, you can plug this into your interface too and sample the sounds out of this. If you've always wanted to get the sounds out of this this sexy beast, you can do that. And sample a guitar, whatever you want. Plug it in, sample it. Super quick, very fast. Yes, yes, yes. All right. We can close out of that. As I said, my friends, coming up today on Le Channel in about, 2 hours' time. We're doing something very unique here today. Apple are having their event. They normally don't do it at this time. It's normally like hours ago they would have done it. This is the first time I recall them doing an event this late. But me and Pete Johns, we're going to be live streaming the event direct into your ears. You'll have to watch it on your own screen, but me and Pete, we're going to be watching along and we're going to be talking about it. That's not the thing, is it? It's this one over here. There we go. Me and Pete, we're going to be sitting there talking about it. So you'd like to come and join us. Pete has GarageBand Weekly on in about an hour's time. And once that's over, he'll dump you all over to my stream back over here. And we're going to watch along and have a little bit of a laugh and see if we get disappointed. See if there's anything cool that comes out. Am I excited? Not really. I don't have the money to buy anything, so it doesn't really matter to me. I spent $3,000 last year on an iPad. I can't afford anything else right now. So, but we'll be watching along and I'll be telling a few jokes because Apple is easy to pick on. Good times. Today's featured artist is your friend and mine, Joe and Barry Glenn. They have a couple of brand new tracks, and both of these haven't dropped yet, so you're getting a premiere right now. And it is My Lagan Love. It's a remix, and I was lucky enough to master this on the weekend. Let me bring it up here. And we're going to go out and play it. There is a pinned comment up the top if you would like to go and subscribe to Joe and Barry Glenn or check out their sound thing, their Song Whip, and go and stream their music that they've released. Alrighty, let's do the things that make you happy, folks. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together. And I'll see you in about 2 hours' time. Boom, Joe and Barry Glenn, My Lagan Love.
like a lovesick she had my heart and thread no life I own, no liberty, for love is Lord of all. And often when the Beatles horn half love Eve to sleep, I'll steal unto her shielding low, and through the dark peep there on the cricket singing stone, she stars the bogwood for old times in sad, sweet undertone. The song of heart's desire. Her welcome like her love for me is from the heart within. Her warm kiss is felicity. It bears no taint of sin, and as I spur my flight to go, it's like leaving love and let to feel the wind of long ago. From out the dark of
We'll all rise together, 'cause you make me shine, baby.